normal day of football in the NFL. It is the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans, arguably the best game of the week. It is on ESPN, ABC, and also MegaCast on other networks. It is a noon Central, 1 Eastern start time, the normal time for football. But this is probably the best game of the week, I would say, and I will go with the Ravens. I think this is the toughest game to pick. Maybe Rams Seahawks could be good, but it's Derrick Henry, it's Lamar Jackson, it's a lot of big plays waiting to happen. But I think it's the defenses that matter, and I think when we saw the Titans go to Lambeau, they really got exposed defensively. I think after Lamar Jackson came out of the locker room against the Browns, he's been really good. I'm going to go with the Ravens.
I'm going to go with the Titans. I think the Titans are way better than the Ravens. The Ravens this year haven't proven that they're a really good team. The Titans are still a very big underdog. I don't think people see the true impact the Titans can do. I think the Titans are the only answer to Lamar Jackson. And they'll stop the Ravens once again this year.
All right. Last year, of course, the Titans beat the Ravens when the Ravens were the number one seed. They were expected to just roll. Of course, that did not happen. And we saw what we saw. And obviously, the Ravens went on to this year kind of being the favorite. And the Titans were really underdogs the whole season as well. All right, now let's go to the game that obviously Jordan has an easier pick for. It is the Bears at the Saints. Oh, goodness. It's on CBS. Jim Nantz knows. Let's look at Jordan's pick here.
I'm going to go with the Saints. Bears just suck. I don't know how the Bears... I was confused on how the Bears actually made it into the playoffs. Again, the Cardinals should have made the playoffs. The Cardinals are way better than the Bears. They're way better than the Rams. But we have them both here and not the Cardinals. And I'm kind of questioning myself. And you could say either or is better than the Cardinals. But it's like, if you actually look at it, who's the Bears quarterback again? Exactly. No one. You have Trubisky and Foles.
There's these rumors that they're going to try to get Watson or something. I don't know. But those are just rumors at this point.
Well, I think they should get but you know what I'm going with. We all know that. The Saints. This is going to be an easy day.
Yeah, we're going with the Saints. Yeah, what I've seen from the Saints the last few weeks, even last week, when they really didn't have any running backs available, is that they still just destroyed the Panthers. And I think Drew Brees, he's going to lay it all on the line. He's going to try to get to at least an NFC championship once again. And I think that we're going to see a lot of stuff that Sean Payton has been drawing up for the last year, knowing that this is pretty much it for Drew Brees. He's going to probably retire at the end of the year. He's going to be in the broadcast booth at NBC next year for Notre Dame football. So I think for the Bears, it's been a wild season. They could have easily lost so many games early in the year. The Falcons, they choke. The Giants almost beat them in week 2. This has just been so lucky that the Bears are at this point, and they only have 8 wins. They're only a game better than the Washington football team. Like, people are saying, like, oh, Washington shouldn't be in. Well, the Bears are only a game better. Very, very close to the Bears being a losing record. So I'm going to go with the Saints. All right, a game that is in doubt because of COVID-19, the Browns at the Steelers. Browns and Steelers played just a week ago, if you remember. And the Browns, they won that game. It was, I believe, 24-22. Is that what it was? But that was a game where you had Mason Rudolph. You had a lot of defensive players for the Steelers sitting out. And obviously it was in Cleveland. This game in Pittsburgh, Sunday Night Football, NBC. Al Michaels knows it. But the big story in this game, obviously, is the Browns will be without their head coach, Kevin Stefanski, and it will basically be the Browns playing on crutches. Let's call Vegas up for this game. Steelers currently a 6-point favorite. Pretty much all of the 3 seeds and the 3 seeds and 2 seeds are favored, and both 5 seeds are favored when it comes to the betting market. So for this game, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. As I mentioned, Kevin Stefanski, he's going to not coach for this game, and the Steelers have extra rest for Ben Roethlisberger, who has playoff experience. He got to a Super Bowl before. And let's see what Jordan has to say.
Now, one thing, Week 17 was probably the stupidest week the Steelers could have done. I think Mike Tomlin was kind of stupid when he set Ben Roethlisberger. I get you're already in the playoffs, but if you're going, okay, you went 11-0, and you go, 1-4 after that? I mean, 1-3 at the time, because they're 12-3. They're 13-3. No, they're 12-4. My bad. They're 12-4. It's like, obviously, you don't want to put in a backup. The backup's not the answer. And that you're against the Browns. If you lose the game, you'll go against the Browns again. You don't want to give the Browns another chance of beating you. I know they're putting in Roethlisberger. But, I mean, are the Browns better than the Steelers? Yes, I'm picking the Browns. I think this might be the first time that I'm picking the Browns in the playoff game because they never made the playoffs for 17 years. And I think they want to prove that they're actually a playoff team.
Alrighty, AFC should be a good playoffs. The only game that is a consensus in the AFC is the first one, which is the Colts and the Bills. And I think the Colts have an opportunity to win that game. The Bills currently are favored. The Colts are currently a 6-point underdog, which, that's not huge. It's not small either, but, it can be overcome. So the picks, as we read them, all Saturday picks are consensus. Buffalo over Indianapolis, Seattle over the Rams, and Tampa Bay over Washington. And then for the Sunday games, Jordan has the Titans. I have the Ravens. We both have the Saints to beat the Bears. Jordan has the Browns to upset the Steelers, and I have the Steelers. This is going to be an interesting week. I think that the expanded playoffs, they should be a good thing for everybody. It's more football to watch. It's a lot more excitement. But, the 2 versus 7 games, the Bears-Saints game, I just don't see that as being competitive.
It makes the 2 seeds less lazy, I think. And also it makes the 2 seeds work. Like the 1 seeds, yes, they obviously deserve it. They got the 1 seed. But it's like, let's say you don't get the 1 seed, and it's like, well, there's a 2 seed. I can get a bye still. It's like, no, you work.
Yeah, I think obviously the Saints have a much easier game than the Bills. They get the Bears. The Bills have to take on the Colts, which the Colts obviously they were okay against the Jaguars last week, considering that it was the Jaguars. But I think it's going to be an entertaining weekend. I think we're going to have a good Super Bowl eventually. And
Packers, Chiefs, that's what it'll be.
So, yeah, the Chiefs, we do not know the times of the games next week. We don't know the times for the Packers and the Chiefs games, but there will be a Saturday afternoon game, a Saturday night game, and then a Sunday game at 3 Eastern time and a Sunday night game at 6:30 Eastern time on Sunday. We don't know I think Fox will have both NFC games, and then CBS and NBC will each have an AFC game next week. And obviously, once we get to the championship, NFC game will be early. AFC will be in prime time this year. But this is a great weekend. 6 playoff games. Obviously, as you know, if the 2 seed wins, they'll host another team next week. If the 7 seed wins, they'll play the 1 seed the following week. But really, you as a 4 and 5 seed, you really don't know where you're going to be playing the following week, as there's other stuff that has to get put into place. All right, that'll do it for all of us here. Have a great weekend. And enjoy the football that we have on display. Be thankful we still have the game we love. Until next time, it's Jared and it's Jordan and it's JJ Sports Podcast.